like the dragon, do you?
I am the dragon!
The world hasn't seen a dragon in centuries.
We're all liars here.
The dragon.
There is only one God, and his name is death.
And there is only one thing we say to death. Not today.
Dragon, 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 dragon.
The dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon, 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 dragon,
Dragon.
dragon, dragon.
The dragon.
Be a dragon.
Dragon.
Thousand blades.
Dragon.
The dragon. Dragon.
I'm a vile man. I confess it.
I am the dragon!
Listen.
What is this brief mortal life?
Dragon.
If not the pursuit of legacy.
Dragon.
Can't we get along? No! Nobody gets along. Everybody sucks. Not blacks and whites. Every fucking body. I hate everybody and everything about every fucking body.
It is not.
Because people are scumbags! What are you laughing about? You're a scumbag!
When a dragon is free to rule, everything I choose violence.
Dragon.
We're about to sit down and spend some time with my friend, the Red Dragon, Reese from Philly, live.
They see you as you
All right. By now, everybody already knows, so let me get right into it. Puff Daddy's houses have been raided about an hour ago. Everybody knows what it's connected to. Human trafficking. I think it's a whole lot more. That'll come out later, of course. But I'm going to find some stories and talk about this. I also was just informed that Roland Martin has something to say about this, so we're going to see what he has to say. Then we're going to have some fun. All right, let's see. Excuse me. Diddy's home raided. Roland Martin live. Let's see what he's talking about.
Americans born between 1953 and 1979 are qualifying for 200
Community every day and
Oh boy. I think I just ruined that. I did. So I'm gonna scroll
3
back a
p.m.
little bit.
Eastern and let your voice be heard. Hey, we're all in this together. So let's talk about it and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Next Thursday, we'll talk rated by.
All right, here we go. I hate this dude, by the way. Biggest liar on all of media. Nobody lies more than Roland Martin. Fake as you can be. Woke. Pain in the ass. No neck.
Folks, breaking news across the country. The homes of Diddy in Los Angeles and Miami have been raided by the Department of Homeland Security. About an hour ago,
wow,
the news broke with regards to this raid. This right here is video from Fox 11 of their helicopter showing Diddy's home in Holmby Hills. You will see a number of people, including his sons, Christian and Justin, being led out of the home in handcuffs. You see the Department of Homeland Security officers dressed in...
Pause. Wait a minute, I didn't know that. So his sons were being let out in handcuffs. Now, why would they be let out in handcuffs unless they themselves are suspects? Cuffs? Come on now. If they're not suspects, why would they be let out in cuffs? So I wonder why they're detaining his sons. I'm pretty sure more of this will come out later, maybe even while this video is going on. Who knows?
Full gear, dressed with their submachine guns, conducting this raid on the home of Diddy in Los Angeles. Different reports say Diddy was at his home on Star Island in Miami. As you see, occupants of the house, you see right there, they were being placed on the ground in handcuffs. And again, two of Diddy's sons were also handcuffed. No idea as to what was the purpose of the raid. Joining us right now is attorney Monique Presley. Monique, first and foremost, walk folks through, in order to conduct this type of a raid, they have to get a warrant from a judge.
Right.
Yes, they would have to have a warrant in order to conduct this type of raid. Certainly, they would have to make a showing of probable cause in order to be able to do the raid. That doesn't mean that arrests were attendant to it. It just means that they laid out a particular bill or set of circumstances and facts which led a judge to believe it was more likely than not that they would be able to find the evidence that they were seeking in one of those properties, or at least there was justification for looking for the evidence that they were seeking in those properties.
Now, we know about the lawsuit that Cassie filed against him. A number of significant charges that were leveled in that civil lawsuit was filed on a Thursday, was settled the very next day.
Wow.
She talked about being physically beaten, talked about sexual assault. There have been other lawsuits as well filed against Diddy in New York State by a number of people. And so he is facing a significant legal onslaught.
He is, but we have no way of knowing if any of those things that you just named are connected to this at all. The only statement that's been released by the government officials who conducted the raid is that the searches, the raids, were part of an ongoing investigation. We don't know what kind of investigation, and to that point, many of the news stories are colliding, smashing together the statement from the government officials and the fact that there are ongoing sexual allegations or sexual assault allegations or different types of other allegations against Mr. Combs. But that's not the statement that was made by the government. The government just said an ongoing investigation and did not say what kind. So to assume that because it was Homeland Security, to assume that it was because they're investigators, they often assist United States attorneys' offices and other offices in making investigations, particularly where it's large properties, such as in this case. There shouldn't necessarily be any conclusions drawn. And I do believe that in a short period of time, more information will be known.
This is the actual statement. Go to my iPad. Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI New York, executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. That was from the Department of Homeland Security. First of all, what do you read in terms of the fact that this comes out, this was executed by Homeland Security in New York?
I can't read anything into it, Roland. Well, I could read lots of things into it, but
well, I'm sorry. So here's what I mean. So obviously, if Homeland Security in New York executed this, that means there's an investigation out of New York City as it relates to Diddy, and they saw assistance from Homeland Security in Miami and Los Angeles.
It means that there is an ongoing investigation there. It doesn't mean that it's the only one.
Right.
And it doesn't say anything about the subject matter of the investigation. And I just want to be clear for people who may not have an understanding of what Homeland Security does, and all they're doing is turning on the news and seeing Homeland Security specializes in sex trafficking investigation. Listen, the Department of Homeland Security works to improve security in the United States. Their work includes customs, border, immigration enforcement, emergency response to natural and man-made disasters, anti-terrorism work, cybersecurity, among others. So they could be the enforcement arm that was used for the raid, or it could be because of some of the things that other reporters and opiners are jumping to conclusions and saying. I'm just saying we really need to baby step it and listen to what they are saying and not make assumptions that they aren't saying.
According to go to my iPad, this is the Miami Herald. They are reporting that 2 of his homes in Miami were raided. He owns 2 homes on Star Island. Is 1 Star Island, 2 Star Island. They're next door to each other. They are reporting that federal agents raided both of those particular homes. And again, what they say here.
Damn, this cat had it set up just like Epstein. Makes you wonder, don't it?
It's unclear why Homeland Security is investigating. The raid came weeks after a lawsuit alleged that Diddy was a leader of a criminal enterprise that could qualify as a, quote, widespread and dangerous criminal sex trafficking organization. That goes to your point. That was a civil lawsuit that was filed against Diddy. And so folks are putting those 2 together going, oh, lawsuit filed a few weeks ago alleging sex trafficking. Homeland Security now conducts the raid. They must be associated when we don't actually know that at all.
Come on, man.
Right, and it's much more likely actual.
Come on, man. Come on. Listen. Even if a story comes out tomorrow saying that the 2 things aren't related, I promise you they are. There's something weird going on. I don't have to keep repeating this. A lot of your top people are coming up missing and getting, you know, caught up in scandals dealing with sexual deviance. There's too many of them. We're way past coincidence now.
That an ongoing investigation has been ongoing perhaps as early as the lawsuit that was filed and then resolved by Cassie. So law enforcement works at their own pace. They intentionally work in secret until they can do so no longer. People also shouldn't make any assumptions of the fact that people were led out of the homes in handcuffs. That is because the raids, when it is a raid, it is of a surprise nature and they have no idea what they're coming in contact with. And often the restraining of individuals, whether it's staff or whether it's family members or whether it's the owner-occupier, many times they restrain them in order for everything to be handled safely. It doesn't mean that there were warrants involving any individuals. It doesn't mean that any individuals were found with things that they shouldn't have or found with weapons. It is part of the protocol and the procedure when something like this takes place.
All right. Monique Preston, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. This lawyer did her best to break down what's going on. This is still a bunch of question marks until more is revealed. I understand now that people could have been taken out of that place in handcuffs and not been charged with anything. But we will see. We will see. I get the feeling that nothing's going to come out of this. No more is going to come out on this until tomorrow, maybe. But I'm going to keep combing the internet to see. Let's see. Let me click on a couple things, see what I find. Half of black YouTubers making videos about this now. You got Red Supreme, Jay Prince. Who else? Messy My Sean. Everybody is on. Let's listen to Messy My Sean. Let's see what she's talking about. This is one of the funniest YouTubers, by the way, out there. Messy My Sean. Go subscribe to her.
Some balance, Sean.
From the official election day count.
Ultimately, what happened was that.
Let's go back.
Shout out to Greg. Illegal firearms. OMG. Lord, Homeland Security.
And again, of course, the world we live in today, all of these officers that are showing up, they all know that
they came correct.
Everybody's under a watchful eye nowadays. So they made every effort to do this as quickly and as less destructive as possible. We watched them trying to get through one of those side gates that pedestrian gate was giving them a little bit of an issue, but in the end, they got in there. And after that, they made their way in very quickly. We didn't see any doors being smashed or things getting kicked in. It was basically a lot of opening up and just letting that garage door, somebody got in there and they opened up that garage door, and or possibly the people inside were curious what was going on and they opened up that garage door. But again, the forceful entry part of it, it really truly was just in a little bit here in that side gate. Everything else was very quick and with etiquette would be the best way to say it. Actually, they went in and they just did what they needed to do. And again,
I mean, it ain't got to be gangbusters all the damn time if there was no need. Come on now.
not like a television show where they're pulling out
Exactly.
drawers and dumping out clothes and just trashing the place. They just want to make sure that there are no other people inside that
Right.
building that may still be scared, hiding, or having a problem.
Yeah, the poor man.
And then as soon as that word is given, which I'm sure is going to come shortly, because we already saw a couple of the groups making their way in, less armed. So they're making their way in. They're going to start looking for, then of course, even in that, the warrant, they're going to have a list of things that they are able to look at, able to take. It isn't just a random search. They actually have to go in and actually find things that they believe have information or evidence that could create
Computers,
a
phones,
guilty or innocent situation
VHS
for Sean
tapes.
Combs. So at any rate, this is still very ongoing, very preliminary, but again, we do see a large force out there, which, like you're trying to say, or what I believe you did say, is that this is a warranted search. And of course, they are here and they are definitely looking for specific pieces of information.
Of course.
We don't know. We may never know. But right.
Dude, we're gonna find out eventually. That house looked like you should start playing the Dallas music, the Falcon Crest music. Some of y'all don't understand, but some of y'all do. And that house is just humongous, child. Shout out to Dane C in the building. Thank you so much. He said, Michelle Master.
She's right. This looks like an Epstein type of situation going on here.
Hey, hon. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone, please make sure you hit the like button. This is Diddy's homes are being raided, if y'all were not aware, by Homeland Security. His home in Miami, his home in California, and he must have more homes. You telling me he don't have a home in New York? Because it stems out of New York. They just said the stems out of New York and potentially probably the trafficking. They said 3 suits against him.
Wow.
Child is too much. Child is too much. But we looking for this for our girl Big Tiff, child. Because when that happens, so many of us will be here wilding out. I tell you. Let me see if I can find something else. This view is from Fox 11, which is California. They actually signed off about 20 minutes ago. I was watching that originally, but that's like the preliminary when they first started coming up in there. They pulled out Justin. We saw that on the blog, child. Can't play no games with these ninjas, child. Can't play no games with these ninjas. Hold on a second. So I say camcorder rent me stare. I said camcorder. I got too many windows open. It's slow. I see it. Oh, hold on. We got noise. Hold on. So
Everybody's doing a video.
Live now up. What time is it? 5:59. Come on. See if they got any updates coming. Let me see. Sources tell NBC Diddy is the subject of a federal investigation. Witnesses interviewed regarding allegations of trafficking, assault, drug possession. Lord.
Wow. Drug possession.
Illegal firearms. OMG.
Wait a minute. Let me look online and see if I can find an article.
Homeland Security is on site.
I didn't know all that.
Copy that.
Okay. At Sean Diddy Combs' home in Miami, reports say federal agents also raiding LA.
All right, so I did find a couple articles about this. Let's see. Interesting. Why did Diddy get raided? Investigation stems from 2023 lawsuits. Let's see. Police have swarmed his 3 homes in LA, New York, and Miami. God damn. Didn't know that. They hit all 3 of his spots. Maybe even had more. Wow. And the reasons for Diddy's raid by Homeland Security is likely linked to several very serious 2023 lawsuits. In less than 4 months, rapper Sean Combs has been sued for sexual assault and harassment 5 times. Whoa! I didn't know that either. That's heavy. Regarding the raids on March 25th, 2024, a spokesperson for Homeland Security Investigations told TMZ, of course they had the story, earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from Homeland Security Los Angeles, Homeland Security Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. Here's why Diddy was raided. Let's keep going for a little while. Law enforcement sources told TMZ this particular case is being handled by the Southern District of New York, and reports say this appears to be tied to sex trafficking allegations against Diddy in recent months. So, I guess that's kind of a receipt as to what this is about. That question mark has been answered. Los Angeles news station Fox 11 shared a video that appeared to show several individuals in handcuffs near the property. 2 of them appearing to be Diddy's sons, Justin and King Combs. Wow. Damn. They're not being investigated in connection to their father's alleged crime or were being detained outside as agents certain property. Well, how do you know that? What'd they detain him for then? In 2023, Cassandra Ventura, also known as R&B singer Cassie, filed a lawsuit. We all know about that shit already. She was sexually and physically abused through their relationship, beaten, forcing her to have sex with other men, raping her. Oh boy. And settled out of court the next day. Wow, it's like an admission of guilt, right? Maybe that's why you're being raided. That's pretty much it. Nothing too juicy here. But P. Diddy's in some trouble. And I can't wait to hear more about this. I'm not going to cover any more of these stories. We're going to hear more of the same. But that's it. Puff Daddy's houses have been raided, 3 of them. This dude is mixed up in all type of bullshit with Meek Mills. Matter of fact, let me go back to YouTube. Because there's some shit on YouTube linking Meek Mills to Puff Daddy, saying that Puff Daddy bent this dude over. Not tough guy Meek Mills. Say it ain't so. Oh my God. Say it ain't so. Are they going to find some evidence that Meek Mills was up in these mansions? They going to find some Philadelphia soil from the bottom of his sneakers in his bed or some shit. Oh my God. Ah, Meek Mills. That would have been something else if they could have shown Meek Mills coming out of that house in cuffs, like with his underwear or some shit. Somebody should Photoshop that. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll be the first to do it. Oh my goodness. Shh. All right. Let's see what Jada Black had to say about this. I like this guy. He's a red pill YouTuber, but he's funny. Let's go.
have a breaking news story that is going viral everywhere. I was actually in the middle of posting another video. I was posting a video by Candace Owens on my Basic Social Politics channel. And this went viral all over social media. And Diddy, a couple of his homes got raided, and two of his sons are in handcuffs because I guess Diddy wasn't there. I don't know where Diddy is, but his sons are sitting out there in handcuffs. All right. And they're saying that it was by Homeland.
Good question. Why? Where is Diddy right now? And are they going to get him? Will we see him in handcuffs by the end of the night? Where is he hiding? If he's hiding at all, does anybody know where he is? You raided his 3 houses. Did you not know about his whereabouts? Did you not have anybody looking to see if he was in there or not? If they're investigating P. Diddy, do you know where he is? This is weird. I'm thinking about this more and more as each minute passes.
Security, federal agents, and this is in a trafficking case that is basically they are looking for evidence because they're about to. It seemed like they're about to bring charges on Diddy. And this is crazy because we know we've mocked Diddy as far as the no Diddy. We've talked about the numerous lawsuits that he has been dealing with, especially with the one with Cassie. I would not doubt that Cassie has probably spoken to the feds about Diddy and others as well. You know, Diddy for decades, almost over 30 years he's been in the industry, and there has a lot that has been going on with Diddy.
Yeah.
Diddy name has been in so many different situations in rap and other situations, the degeneracy.
That is true.
And it just seems like this might be it for Diddy. Your homes, especially as a guy who is well connected, who is well known as Diddy, for your homes to get raided, your children is standing out there in handcuffs, that lets me know that, it might be.
Good point. I'm starting to wonder, has this ever even happened before to another entertainer? Ever?
Might be it for Diddy, especially publicly. Whatever he was doing career-wise, business-wise, this might be it, man. Y'all know I did a video about Diddy and about, the stuff he was going through. This was these were photos that I guess TMZ had gotten from someone, and it showed Diddy's mood. Now, it could have been staged, but, it also could show his mental state at this point. He is somebody that is, not only has he gotten exposed, so people have been exposing Diddy for years, but now it seems like the government has taken a liking to this case. Because let me tell you something about the feds. The feds do not go after people that they don't think
exactly.
They can get. The feds mainly, it seems like, go after cases involving famous people. And Diddy is very famous, and he's been famous for a very long time. Diddy did help careers, but he also crushed careers.
Yeah.
He crushed people's livelihoods. He crushed people's souls.
He's a demon.
And that's just the type of person that he is. And I think Diddy for a long time did feel like he was untouchable.
Wait a minute. Look at this shit this nigga has on right here. Are those flowers? Black roses? And a cowboy vest? And I don't even know what this, man. They do weird things in Hollywood. Weird things. Extra, man.
Due to the connections that he made with a lot of people in the industry. But this is not good. This is not good. Now, there are some people that are going to say nothing may come of this, but you don't raid both of his homes simultaneously unless you're looking for something. You don't want him to hide, or you may have gotten a word that he may, because I saw there was saying that Diddy was looking to leave the country, and maybe that's why they're executing this search.
Oh, really?
But the fact that he's not there, but his children are, is definitely not a good thing. Let's get into this TMZ article. There's an update, but we're going to get into that. Let's get into the original. I think this is the original article. Let's see. Diddy is in the crosshairs of law enforcement in both coasts of America as federal agents have descended on his Beverly Hills home. Now that's it there. That's them. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ that agents for Homeland Security are in the middle of raiding Diddy's properties. There are helicopters overhead and local law enforcement are also present. Although we're told Homeland Security is the lead agency. So Homeland Security, remember I told y'all that there was a rumor that Diddy was looking to leave the country?
Wow, I
Why
didn't know
is
that.
Homeland Security involved?
I did not know
Maybe
that.
that's why. There are law enforcement walking through the house with weapons, and there are people being questioned in front of the house. We do not know if Diddy is present. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ his home on the East Coast is also being raided. We're told the home is in Miami. As you know, there have been multiple allegations and several lawsuits against Diddy, including trafficking, all of which he has denied. I've seen some of those interviews where people have said that Diddy has done things, has invited certain people into parties, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe those girls were recruited. I did see those. I saw those. And
I've been hearing that for years.
had the government's ears perked up, you know. And I think that's why they are deciding to take this head on. I just, you know, this is definitely not good. Now, let's get to this update. Let's go all the way up. All right. TMZ has obtained extra footage of cops on the scene near Diddy's LA area home, and it looks like the officers have shut down the entire area with helicopters swarming up above. There are at least two different choppers, or at least two choppers in the area, and a lot of police on the ground.
Yeah, everybody's
So
on
a lot
this
of
video now.
cooperation going on, but it looks like a rep for Homeland Security
Everybody's
investigations
on
early.
Are you still interested
Wow.
in a solar-powered generator? Because pay special
I
attention.
think I've
to
had
do
all the
something
Diddy
that
I
until
could take
recently we've never.
for the day.
Earlier today, Homeland Security investigations.
Well, here's something interesting over here. So,
Want to watch this whole video? What? This shit gets spilling goddamn Usher. Diddy done did something to piss off the goddamn Illuminati because they trying to take all his money and take his freedom. He should have just paid them people what he owed them. All them artists that's fucking trying to get that goddamn publisher, he should have paid them because his legacy been tarnished and his freedom at risk. A 73-page document accusing Diddy of being in bed with multiple A-list celebrities, men like Usher and Meek Mill. There's a part in the 73-page document that clearly states Diddy was pimping out Young Miami, man. He had her bringing dancers to his house to seduce men so he could get them comfortable. Then he gonna slide up in the bathroom when they taking a leak and put that mushroom tip up in them. Allegedly, Diddy was forcing men to hit that goddamn coke with him and Young Miami. I ain't know Young Miami went to Houston. I ain't know Diddy was on that Bobby Brown. What going on? This shit I don't know to me. Allegedly. But they say when he get them high and get them drunk, he pulled down his zipper and pulled his C-Rock out and put that in and going in. Take that, take that, take that. Look at that shit. I was always wondering how Young Miami podcast it blew up out of nowhere with Carisha Plea. It blew up nominated for award out of nowhere over Joe Rogan. I was wondering.
Wow.
The reason is Diddy was extorting her for Saucy Santana them. Diddy really a shake. I thought they were lying on Diddy, man. But when he say here, bad boy, come out and play, he really mean he trying to play in them boy donut hole. The paperwork say he allegedly slept with Usher and Meek Mill on separate occasions.
I believe it.
I told y'all that video with Meek Mill in the goddamn pool talking about daddy, daddy, daddy at the goddamn Diddy house. That wasn't no goddamn fabrication. He just got there. That wasn't this look like Nicki Minaj nephew. Rose looking at him, man. He in the bed with them. She done put him doing some sucker shit. Just like Rick Ross said. I told Meek I wouldn't trust Diddy, but instead of beefing with your dogs, you just give them some distance. That's why Rick Ross name came up with this. I look at him and telling them the distance is stuff from Diddy. And see, we all thought Orlando Brown was lying. Seemed like he telling the truth after all. Already know to be around certain circles with that much money and that much power, you gotta be looking on that much mushroom tip. Cause Meek Mill ain't been dropping no goddamn music. He ain't had no hit since that Dreams and Nightmare intro back in 2016, 2017 when he came out the paper time like this and round like this. I might be outdated, but that's how long he ain't had no hit. And yet he's still around billionaires. Seem like some R. Kelly shit going on. Let me find out. Meek Mill out here taking golden showers in Diddy, California King. Diddy is the first rapper to ever get hit with a Rainbow Rico. This ain't nothing but a Rainbow Rico. They all coming out on hip hop fucking 68. Cause he finna end up on death row in prison with goddamn Suge Knight and R. Kelly and them. He in trouble.
Wow,
But
interesting.
y'all comment below how y'all feel about this situation.
Damn.
Y'all let me know, do y'all feel Meek Mill taking this shit from the back? It just ain't like when you hang right Mike Rubin and all these billionaires, you doing something. You know all them light-skinned people go that way. You know how they do. And you a boy.
No,
boy.
sir.
They call you boy.
Hold up, let's clean that up. I'm glad he said that.
And all these big
You hear that?
You doing something. All them light skinned people go that way. You know how they do. And you a boy. They call you boy. That's what's going on. And Meek Mill, why you always tweet stuff, but you ain't tweeting about this? You ain't trying to correct your name. You ain't throwing no goddamn shade at the shit. You
Nothing.
just sit back. New music coming soon. I respond in the music. That ain't like Meek Mill. When you were beefing with Drake, you were the first one to goddamn get on there and tell everybody how you feel about Drake light skinned looking names. But y'all comment below and let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Y'all share this video, baby. We the business.
He's an entertainer. I like him. Funny. Well, there's a little perspective. Shit. Who knows? Maybe some names will come out in the days to come. P. Diddy, your ass is grass, Jack. You are in big trouble. Oh, I'm itching. I'm trying to hang around for a little while and... Wait a minute. Let me stop sharing for a minute. Something new has to come out on this. So there's about 20 other people with videos up about this. What I'm going to do is shut this video down and go join the panel. No point in even talking about this anymore. Everybody else is. But there you have it. P. Diddy. Rated. When the real crazy shit happens and the names come out and everything is revealed, that's when I'll do another video. For now, peace out.